Hello everybody, this is Zax399. Another new game on Steam. This one's not brand new. This one actually came out in early access last week. It's Critical Annihilation. Now this is a top-down shooter with a unique perspective. It actually is voxel based and has that voxel based exploding block kind of look. So really cool. I've already played this a couple of games already just to kind of get a feel for it. And I can tell you this is an exceptional game. $9.99 in early access right now. I'll have the link down below where you can go get it. And it's just a couple of developers, a couple of young developers actually made this game. And they have a lot of, things and ideas coming for this game real soon. So I want to go ahead and show you guys what this game's about and go ahead and give it my first early access score. Is this game worth your $9.99? I'll have that answer right after this. Alright, welcome back to my first play of Critical Annihilation. Now I want to go ahead and say thank you to the developers who were kind enough to go ahead and give me a copy of this game to review on my YouTube channel. So thanks to the developers for that. So we're going to go ahead and take a look. Now you see here, interesting look at all these aliens landing on Earth here. But I want to go ahead and show you it does have a leaderboard. So it'll show you the top 100 scores online, which is, definitely gives you something to compete for. You got that competitive factor because it is just a single player game right now. And then options, you have audio settings, master, music, ambient effects, speakers. You can turn them to stereo or surround or whatever you have based on your computer. You can also mute everything. Video, you have all these different graphic settings based on what you're playing on laptop, desktop, whatever you want. Anti-aliasing, you have all these different options here. You can turn shadows, like 5 different settings, point lights, 3 different settings, and terrain, again 5 different settings for that. And then you have all these different features here, and it tells you exactly what each one is when you hover your mouse over it. So that is very nice to see in a game just coming out in early access. So I really like that. You also have physics settings as well, and again, a lot of nice features for a game in this early access. Controls, you can actually reset your controls if you want to, whatever you want. By default, they're WASD. Mouse button, left mouse button is your primary weapon, right mouse button is your secondary weapon. Jump is space, run is left shift, and then character screen C, and activate offensive and defensive ability is Q and E respectively. So I like seeing all these different settings and video and audio settings, and even the ability to change the settings to whatever you need based on your keyboard and your preferences. So good to see there. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. Now as you can see, I did make it in the campaign up to Nevada, which is the 4th map, and it shows me what my score was on each one cleared. And when you actually clear these levels on the campaign, you open up survival maps. Now when you start off, when you first buy the game, you don't have anything in survival unlocked until you actually play the campaign. So we're going to go ahead and jump back in here and show you what this is like. Now also, it looks like you can have a lot of different characters. So this is nice if you have multiple people in the house, maybe 2 kids, 3 kids. You have to erase somebody's character every time. Each person can have their own character that they go in and play this game with. So that's really nice to see in early access. That I really like that. So these guys have thought this out well. I'm going to go ahead and delete this guy though, and I'm going to go ahead and create a new Zaxter and show you how this works. So when you first play the game, you're going to need to create your character. You can choose between a soldier, an engineer, and then the scout is locked at this time. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the soldier because that's what I'm used to. You have 5 points to actually distribute wherever you want. And to me, I want to be able to move quickly. So I'm going to be distributing all my points that I earn into the speed here for quite a while probably. Life and health and stuff like that is obviously nice as well. but I want to be able to move and get out of the way of all these obstacles and aliens and everything like that. So speed to me is a primary focus. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. Yeah, and I'm really impressed with this game so far, and I think you'll be able to see why even in a video. As you can see, for a top-down shooter, this game here has a very unique look to it. Look at the voxel-based explosions and damage and stuff like that. You know, it has destructible environments here, as you can see. So that's nice to see. And then you got these aliens coming in, as we saw in the start. They're coming from outer space, and they are on a mission to destroy you. You have your health and your experience down at the bottom in the center. And then you have your primary weapon is on the far left at the bottom. Your secondary weapon, if you have one, is on the far right, which I don't have one yet. And then you have laser turret and plasma shield, if you pick those up, are shown down at the bottom as well. And when you run out of bullets, you just gotta wait a minute. There's no reload option. You just have to wait a few seconds to reload. As you'll see, I'm reloading right now, and then I get another 20 rifles. There's what I want right there. That is my rocket launcher. I'll show you how that works here in just a moment. I definitely want to pick up that health kit though, if I can, without getting hurt more than it's worth. Now these things do only have... There's a turret, I just picked that up. And that will kind of help me shoot the bad guys here for a minute. Alright, so I've cleared the level. You'll see that I scored 530 points. It shows you how accurate you were. Shots fired 262, shots missed 154. That's not exactly great. Accuracy of 41%. So we're going to go ahead and continue. And it does get harder every level, but as you can see now I'm on a second map, and now I actually have pine trees as destructible environments. Pretty cool. Winter Forest. Notice the score does start over in the campaign every time you go into a new map. I found that interesting. I don't know that I like that or not. I think you should continue to... I mean, I didn't die just because I started on a new map. I shouldn't have to start over again from 0 score. I don't know why the developers have chose that. That would probably be my only and minor gripe about the game. One thing I want to go ahead and say is that this game already in early access, one thing I really like about it is not only the unique look of it, but the game feels, there's your rocket launcher. The controls are really tight, really fluid, and super responsive. So that is very nice to see in a game this early in development, is controls that respond this well. Obviously it has a very unique look to it as well, with the blood explosion and blocks, voxels. Super, super cool for this kind of a game. In fact, I don't know, I've played a lot of these top-down shooters like this, and I don't know that I've ever played one with such a cool look to it. So that's pretty impressive to see. I really like that. Now, it's just a couple of developers working on this. I talked to one of them, a kid in his younger 20s, like 22, 23, something like that. And then a developer who's doing the programming in his 30s. And evidently they didn't really know each other until they started working on this, but now they've become pretty good friends. I think that's what I've understood from talking to the developer. Now, right now there is no co-op or online or anything like that. And they only have about, I believe, 4 to 6 hours worth of content right now. But the developer I talked to did say that here in the very near future, a patch coming real soon, they're going to add local co-op to the game, so you can join a buddy, brother, sister, whatever, in your local home to play together. And they're also going to be adding the ability to go in and edit your own map, so a map editor and a character editor as well. So all that is coming real soon. And then they're also going to add full 100% controller support as well. That's coming real soon. And then the developer said, you know, it's going to take a lot of cells, but if they get enough cells, they will definitely add the multiplayer, the online multiplayer that I'm sure everybody wants in a game like this. So he said right now it's not worth it to him to go to the trouble of adding online multiplayer unless they get enough interest, and that would be shown by, you know, people buying the game. So if this looks like a good game to you, I can tell you if you like top-down shooters, you're probably going to like this one just based on how tight and fluid the controls are. I think the one thing that I would like to see is sometimes the glowy yellow bullets are a little bit hard to see, especially on the white snow. So if they could, I don't know, make the bullets like purple or something you could see that has a nice contrast against the snow here, that would really help you out as far as dodging these bullets, because like I said, sometimes they are really hard to see. Even though they're nice and glowing, the color is just too close to the snow. But as you can see, you have hordes of monsters coming at you, very relentless game, and then it'll give you a final high score. So, you know, my major gripes are, A, it doesn't let, you know, in the campaign, it doesn't let you continue your score. It resets at every level. I don't know why that is. And then, you know, the bullets, like I talked about, minor complaints for this game. So I'm going to go ahead and jump back in here and restart. And I'm going to go ahead and give you guys an early score. Play this game about an hour of total time. And I'm just going to go ahead and rate it based on the time that I've played it. I can't rate it on stuff I haven't seen, such as, you know, the features they are going to be implementing, like the co-op and the map editor and things like that. But I do know that's coming. All I can tell you right now is this game is a hell of a lot of fun, and the controls are nice, crisp, and fluid for a game this early. So, value is my highest part of any score that I base these games on. It's worth 40 points out of 100. The majority of my score is value. You know, basically, do I think you're getting a good value for your money? Well, this game is $10 US. And typically, for you to get a good value score, typically I think you have to get under $1 an hour. So that means you would need about 10 hours of gameplay from this game to get a good value score. Well, even though the map editor and everything like that's not in, even though there's only about 6 hours of content, 4 to 6 hours of content right now, I know it's in early access. I know there's going to be more maps coming. And I'm not playing my best just because I'm actually talking, and that's fine. But with more content coming, map editor coming, and stuff like that, I think if you buy this game now, I think you're easily going to get over 10 hours of gameplay out of this game because it's that much fun. And in time, there's going to be more maps, the ability to, you know, even design your own maps and everything like that. So I think the value score is there. I can't give it, you know, a really high value score just because, you know, right now, if you play it 4 to 6 hours, you know, you're looking at about $2 an hour right now. But I do think that as time goes on, as this game gets further and further developed, I think there's going to be an opportunity for a lot more playtime in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and give this game a 30 out of 40 for value. And just because it's a lot of fun to play right now, and, you know, in the coming months and days, I think you're really going to see that value score, you know, the playtime available to this game and still having fun go up. So 30 out of 40 for value is my value score. Next criteria that I base any game on is fun. Well, how much fun is the game? You know, it doesn't do you a lot of good if you get a good value on a game, but it's no fun to play. Well, as you can see, I think you can tell this game is a lot of fun to play. As you can see, the relentless action here, very cool graphics, and you know, definitely it's very inviting. It's very addictive. It makes you want to play over and over and over again, and it wouldn't do that if it wasn't fun. So for my fun score, I'm going to go ahead and give this game, out of 30 possible points, I'm going to give it a 23. So 23 out of 30 for fun. And my next criteria for any game like this is controls and bugs. You know, how many bugs are there in the game, and how are the controls? The game's not, you know, can't be a whole lot of fun, and probably isn't going to score real high here, you know, if the controls are crap. Which, you know, that can actually take away from the fun and other aspects of the score as well. But this game actually has got it right on the controls and bugs. I really like the controls and bugs. I think they're very crisp and clean. And I haven't really seen any bugs to complain about in my hour of game time. So, I mean, every time I die, it's actually my fault. It's not... and I haven't even been jumping, so that's pretty cool that you can actually jump up over walls and stuff. That's super cool. So, 20 out of 20 for controls and bugs all day long. And then my last criteria, my least important criteria for any game that I score is graphics and sound, just because a game doesn't need to have, you know, top-notch graphics to be a lot of fun, and that's been proven over and over and over again. And just because a game has really good top-notch, you know, Unreal Engine graphics doesn't mean that it's going to be a fun game to play or a good game. So that's why graphics and sound is such a minor part of my score. Wow, I got blown up there. But it's worth 10 points. And remember that I base every game on what type of game it is. So I'm not going to compare this game to, you know, some Unreal Engine open world survival game with, you know, spectacular graphics, because it's not that kind of a game. So I really like the unique voxel based look of this game. Like I say, I don't know that I've ever played a top-down shooter like this that was cooler as far as the graphics. So I really like the graphics and sound. And not only that, it's going to get a little bit of a bonus for having the unique voxel based top-down shooter look. And it also gets a little bit of a bonus because the music is right on for this kind of a game. I think the music is perfect for the atmosphere in this game. And graphics and sound, I'm going to go ahead and give this game an impressive 8 out of 10. So if you add it all up, 30 out of 40 for value, 23 out of 30 for fun. That's 53. 20 out of 20 for controls and bugs is 73. And then for graphics and sound, an 8. This game gets a very impressive 81%. In early access, that's an impressive score. So especially if you like, you know, top-down shooters like this, this game's almost a must-buy already. And if you just like arcade action, good arcade action, this game is right up there and definitely recommended. So, and this game's only going to get better as it goes through the development, development stage. Not only that, one thing I like to say about this game is that you can tell by playing the game that the developers are not just, you know, sometimes you play a game and you're like, you know what, these guys are just trying to make a quick buck on the popularity of zombies or whatever. But I don't think that's the case with this game. I think these guys are really trying to make a game that they themselves want to play. So that is huge. To have developers that are going in and making a game, not trying to make a buck, but really trying to make a game that's fun to play, that they would play themselves, that is a very big statement about a game, and I think that's exactly what you have here. So for Critical Annihilation, my score is an impressive 81 right now at this stage in early access, and that score is only likely going to climb as it goes through its development, like I say. So super fun game, definitely recommended. This has been Zaxter99 with my first review and play in early access of Critical Annihilation. So almost forgot the name of the game there for a minute. But yeah, I really like this game. I think this game is going to be one of the better top-down shooters available on Steam, if it's not already. So be sure you go ahead and comment down below. Let me know if this video has helped you make a decision on going out and buying this game or not, whatever the case may be. Definitely leave those comments. I love to read those kind of things. And even though I have over 1,100 videos on my channel right now, I still read every single comment I get on every video, no matter, you know, how long ago the video was put up. So definitely leave those comments down below. Be sure you rate my video. That's the easiest and quickest way for you to give me feedback on, you know, if you enjoyed the content, if you enjoyed this video. Just take a couple seconds, give me a rating. I would certainly appreciate that. And then be sure you subscribe to me as well if you want more videos and, you know, first play reviews and stuff like that that I do all the time on my channel, as well as all the other stuff that I put on my channel, such as my pets and, you know, news reports and you know, all kinds of good stuff that I do on my channel. All kinds of random stuff you just never know what to expect. So I want to go and thank you guys for watching my first play of Critical Annihilation. Again, an impressive early access score up to 81%. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Zaxter99. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.